Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special occasion. Folks, we have made it to our Super Bowl, which I have decided to rename Stratbowl. Yeah, I know. Let's wait until the third edition to do it. But hey, I'm following what the NFL, AFL did, okay? They didn't actually do it to like the third one. I don't know, something along those lines. Anyways, that's what I would like to believe. But folks, Stratbowl III is here nonetheless. In Season 1, the Miami Dolphins took the crown. Last season, it was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, none of those teams are here, and instead we're getting our top two number one seeds. A familiar face on one side, and a not-so-familiar face on the other. It's AFC, NFC, the best teams that both conferences have to offer. As the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs face the NFC champion Detroit Lions. It's the grand finale of our Strat third season of Strat-O-Matic. Hold up. I gotta get ready for this. Gotta get ready. Come on. Football! Oh. I think I went a little bit too extreme. My bad. Oh no. Well, we're already off to a good start. But anyways, it's Mark off the Barbarian here. Welcome to the Stratbowl III. We got Kansas City and Detroit in this year's version. As I mentioned, Miami and Tampa each claimed their last two titles. Neither team, I'm sorry to say, made it this time around. One of those teams didn't even make the playoffs, but I digress. But here we are, final two teams, and this is going to be a very good one, considering both teams were our number one seeds going into this. First off, I'll introduce the Kansas City Chiefs. They went through the AFC with a 13-4 record. For a while, it looked like they were going to be the unstoppable force here, and then Patrick Mahomes got injured for a little while. Not as bad as in our timeline with the knee injury, but just enough to make him vulnerable until Week 18 when they finally made sure the Chargers wouldn't steal their shine. And they did just that. In these playoffs, they beat up on the 7th-seeded Colts, attempting to make an upset. And then we saw them take care of the Chargers one more time in order to make it to this point. And on the other side from the NFC are the Detroit Lions, who ended up with a 15-2 record, best in our league. They had I've had a relatively easy road to get here for the most part. In the divisional round, they made sure the Cowboys didn't make it to a conference title game, so they did their due diligence. But last week, when they were in the NFC title game, they were this close to losing. The Eagles took them to overtime, if you recall. Then they scored a touchdown and missed an extra point, and it looked as if the Eagles might steal it. And then apparently their offensive coordinator called another 4 verts on 4th and 11. A.J. Brown dropped the pass, and apparently I decided to reenact how the real-life Eagles season ended in their wild card game. Oops. Didn't mean to end it like that, but here we are. I know, same down and distance too. I don't know how that happened, but I digress. But that's how the Lions got here. That's been really their only difficult challenge. Otherwise, they've held it relatively easy. So Kansas City, you have got a huge task ahead of you here. And so now we get to see who wins Stratbowl III. Will it be the Kansas City Chiefs, whose 2022 team actually won a Super Bowl and is here in our this year's version? It'll be the Detroit Lions, who've never actually made one. So in other words, they've been to more Strat Bowls than actual Super Bowls. But can they win one? That's the question. Well, we're about a couple hours away from finding out who that is. So, and let's just say I have a few special surprises that might happen. So, so I think I'm going to set this bad boy up. But how about we recap how both these teams got here? So I will show you how they did throughout the season, and we will get this bad boy set up and started. And I promise I won't kill the camera again. I mean, unless the halftime show is bad, in which case, well, that might be a different story. Wait, we have one this year, right? I don't know. I'm getting no response on that. Who cares? Let's just show up how these two teams did, and then we'll get to the game in its full entirety. So, let's go. Okay, we're all set and ready to go here. A couple things, obviously, for the home and away teams. How we usually do it here in Strat Bowl is whatever conference is hosting the Super Bowl for real, that conference gets home field. So congratulations, Detroit, you're our home team, which actually makes sense because they had the better record anyways. Ironically enough, that means the Chiefs get their red colors here, and the Lions will be the home green. Okay, well, I guess that worked out properly. And the Chiefs do have one injury on the cards that we won't see, but when we get there, we'll address it. The Lions just have other injuries that would really only be an issue if we were playing the Advanced or Super Advanced. Otherwise, yeah, everything is as it follows. So, coin toss, or in this case, dice rolls. Chiefs will call it, and they're going to call evens. Oh, and they will get the ball. Well, they win, and they're going to say Lions can have it. So the Lions will start with the opening kickoff. And here we go from Stratbowl III. Chiefs-Lions. And we're going to start off. Oh, dear, that's just a mess. 8 yards in the back of the end zone, and number one back. There's a potential penalty lurking. And which back is that? Number one. So he's up to the 17 unless opponent number 6. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're starting off with a penalty. That's wonderful. That's a good way to deal with it. And this will go against the Lions. Illegal block. It's 15 yards from the concluding line of scrimmage. It'll be half the distance from the goal, and the Lions will start at their own 8 to start the game. Oof. Not exactly where you want to be, but here we are. All right. Starting lineup for the Lions. Jared Goff is the quarterback. We got DJ Chark as the split. Oh, because they're backed up so much, I'll bring in 2 tight ends. So Brock Wright is the starting tight end. James Mitchell is the quote-unquote blocking back. We got Jamal Williams winning the football, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is the flanker. Okay. We need our first and down and distance marker. Duh. First and 10 from the 18. Yeah, we'll start off with a run. 8. Oh, another penalty. Jamal Williams has 3 unless the Lions get called for a penalty, which they do. It's a holding on the Lions, half the distance to the goal. Repeat first down. That's wonderful. Okay, we're already off to a 1st and 14. This is going great. Not. 5 and a flat. And Goff's first pass goes for an incompletion to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, that stinks. 2nd and 14. 10 on a line buck. It was seen, and Jamal Williams has no gain. That stinks. All right, 3rd and 14. We have no choice but to do this. Actually, you know what? In this case, yeah, 3rd and 14. 7 on the flat. There's a penalty. It's not even close for the first down. And it's offsetting penalties, meaning that play never happened. Do it again. 3rd and 14. Oh, dear. And I can't use Jamal Williams anymore. Well, we're going to bring in DeAndre Swift and Josh Reynolds, but Swift's getting this one. So 3rd and 14. 9 on a flat. To the receiver, to the DeAndre Swift. This is not going to even come close unless a 2 is rolled. And no, it's just 3 yards. Oof. Detroit technically went backwards on that one. All right, 4th and 11, but the outcome's to punter. Oh, this is just wonderful. Oh, that's even worse. 38-yard punt. There's a potential penalty, too. All right, 38-yard punt. Oh, dear, this is not good. And it's going to be returned for a gain of... Sky Moore is calling for a fair catch, unless... the Chiefs were offsides, and the Lions actually will accept the penalty. We're going to re-kick it, because obviously it's 4th and 6. There's really no need to go for it, but let's see if we can get a better punt off of this, shall we? Oh, we do. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. Now it's a 53-yard punt. Now we're talking. 65. We're now at the 35. Returned for the number 2 back for a gain of whatever it says here, 15. So the Chiefs will start right at midfield. Okay. Chiefs defense did their part. So this is absolutely great field position for the Chiefs here, as Patrick Mahomes and company will start right at midfield. So we'll get their lineups here shortly. And here they are. They do have one injury to Marcus Valdes-Scantling. We will not see him, but we will see Patrick Mahomes. But because of the MVS injury, it's McCall Hardman going in at the split. We're actually going to have the aforementioned Sky Moore in as the... Actually, you know what? We're going to have Justin Watson in as the flanker for right now. Isaiah Pacheco is the running back. Travis Kelce is the tight end. Juju Smith-Schuster is the flanker. All right. 1st and 10 from midfield. 3 on a flat. And with a potential penalty to boot. Oh, dear. Yikes. This penalty better mean something. It does not, so it's a loss of 5. Wow. I did not see that coming. Mahomes throws a screen pass to Juju Smith-Schuster, but the Lions were literally right on it right from the word go, and it's a 5-yard loss. Oof. 2nd and 15 as a result thereof. Yikes. Uh-oh, this is going to be a fumble roll. It is 2 through 6, 11, or 12. And guess what? It's a fumble! And the Lions recover. Oh, and they can return it. It's an insta return. And it goes for 20 yards. And they'll have it at the Chiefs' 25. Oh, no.
Miss. What the hell was that?
Yeah, exactly. I told you I had some surprises cooked for this one. Oh, Isaiah Pacheco just coughed up the ball. Yeah, that really did just happen. Oof. First carry of the game, and he fumbles it away. And the Lions have it at the Chiefs 25. Who forced the fumble? Aiden Hutchinson, that's who. All right, very nice. Who was attempted to run this back is the next question. So what happened is that Alex Anzalone picked it up, attempted to run it back, and he got to the 25, so there is that. So, yeah, that just happened. Oh, I'm doing it all wrong. There we go. Lions ball at the Chiefs 25, so some pretty disastrous first possessions. Ouch. Oh, boy. All right. Normally, this would be where I'd say, roll that beautiful footage, but not today. Not today. You get the whole thing now. Maybe. Depending on when you're watching this. All right. All right, Lions are set up at the Chiefs 25. They're at least in field goal range. So it's 1st and 10 here as it's 3 wides. They're going to miss this run. 8 on a line buck, and, well, that doesn't mean they won't stop DeAndre Swift from getting anything, which they do. All right, 2nd and 10. That didn't work the way I thought it would. Seven on a flat. Oh, that will. Short gain for Josh Reynolds, maybe. It's 13, but... Yep, it counts. 13 yards and a first down for Josh Reynolds. All right. That is going to set up a 1st and 10. Jamal Williams will check back in. And Chiefs will think he'll get it, and he does not. Oof. All right, 1st and 10 from the 12. They're in the red zone. 8 on a flat, not seen. It's going to Brock Wright. And it's going nowhere. Incomplete. Intended for Brock Wright. Jared Goff couldn't connect with him. 2nd and 10. 3 and an off tackle. It's a short gain. So unless this is an 11 or a 12, it's not. It's a touchdown. Jamal Williams runs in between the tackles and gets in from 12 yards out for our first score of the game, and the turnover does do damage. Michael Badgley misses the extra point. Where have we seen this before? Well, hang on. Yep, that just happened. I told you I had something special. Oh yeah, one more thing.
Miss. What the hell was that?
Yeah, that was for Michael Badgley missing the extra point. How dare you, sir? How dare you? You did this? That's 2 extra points in a row he's missed. Good grief. Yeah, more like not automatic. Well, anyways, we'll take the TD. That was the exciting part. It's just a missed extra point we could have done without. And it's 6-0 Detroit as they take advantage of the Kansas City miscue, and they convert the turnover to points. Just as not as many as they would hope for. Here's hoping that doesn't come back to haunt the Lions. Okay, already off to a great start in this Strat Bowl. And by that, I mean not so much. All right. From the 2-yard line and the number 1 back as Kansas City will attempt to return this. We don't need this. And Isaiah Pacheco, who had a fumble, ends up kind of making up for it with a 25-yard return. Okay. So there's that. We'll have it 1st and 10 at the 27. All right. Chiefs will start their drive there. I'm going to bring in 2 tight ends. Where's Clyde Edwards-Helaire? We need to give Pacheco a little bit of a breather while he recovers from that horrible fumble. All right, 1st and 10. This run will get missed to start us off. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here we go again. D means that we're not reading their card, but theirs. It's another fumble. Roll, and no. Okay. Whew. No fumble for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but it is no gain either. I suppose we can take that. Oh, boy. It's going to be one of those games. Okay, 2nd and 10. 5 on a flat, and that's only going for 3 yards to Noah Gray. All right, well, we'll take it. 3rd and 7 here. Eight on a flat to Travis Kelce, and he is short. He gets 4, but he's clearly going to be 3 yards short of the first down as the Lions' defense holds. Not exactly how I would have drawn it up, but here we are. All right, for housekeeping's sake, it's 4th and 3, but we're clearly not going to go for it at their own 34. I mean, duh. Unless a penalty hits. It's a 51-yard punt, meanwhile. From the 15, returned for a gain of whatever the 8 says on here. So 5. So the Lions will have it at their own 20. Okay. Okay, Lions defense doing some work here to start us off. Not bad. They're keeping Mahomes and company in check for the most part, but it's obviously still way early, and this could change on a dime, so there's that. All right, 3 more receivers. We're bringing Jamal Williams. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20. This will get missed. 8 on a line buck as we go to their card, and Jamal Williams gets 6. Okay. 2nd and 4. What did the Chiefs do here? They're going to play to run, and they're going to miss this play action pass. Oof. 9 on a short. To the receiver, to DJ Chark, guessed wrong. And it will not matter. Incomplete. Goff missed him. Oof. So that brings up a 3rd and 4. Okay. That's a 10 on a flat. And Amon-Ra St. Brown gets the 4 yards he needs. 1st down. Nice. All right, 1st and 10. And that's an injury roll because I rolled 3 of the same dice. We'll do the 4-yard gain first for Jamal Williams. But someone on Chiefs defense is going to have to check out. All right, anything but a 7 and an 8, they're done. And yeah, they're done. So let's see, for realism's sake, they play a 4-3. So their right cornerback is gone. In advanced mode, this would be an issue, but here it won't be. Trent McDuffie, I'm sorry, but your night is done. Hate to see it. It might influence how we play on this, just for that note. All right. How about a 2nd and 6? And let's see, 7 on a flat, and that's going for 7 to Josh Reynolds again, 1st down. All right, 1st and 10. This gets missed. 5 on a flat, incomplete, intended for Amon-Ra St. Brown. second and 10. And surprisingly, the Chiefs do see this run coming. And they're only going to give up a yard unless the Lions get called for holding, which is probably what just happened. Number 4. Yep, that's a hold. You know what? Let's allow it. All right, holding, 10-yard penalty. Repeat the second down. So it's actually now 2nd and 20. Oof. That stinks. Oh, dear. 2nd and 20. 8 on a short. Wrong card. And, well, the Lions do get those 10 yards back, courtesy of DJ Chark. All right. The bad news is it's now 3rd and 10, so we're back to where we started. And I believe they get the first. All they do is the Chiefs give up 11 to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Ugh. So they essentially converted a 2nd and 20. That's nice. Jeez. Probably worth it to tighten their pass defense now, shouldn't they? All right, 1st and 10. This gets missed. 9 on a flat to Jamal Williams, and it was guessed wrong. Does the 12-yard gain hold? Yes, so Jamal Williams gets 12-yard on the catch and run, and he gets a first down. All right. Jamal Williams making his first catch of the game, and he gets 12. In comes DeAndre Swift. In comes another set of downs. 1st and 10. From the Chief 36. And it's a short gain to DeAndre Swift. 20! He hits the jackpot. 1st down at the 16. Nice. 20-yard completion to DeAndre Swift. That's what I'm talking about. 1st and 10. This run gets missed. Uh-oh. Short gain. They might have it. Yes! Touchdown! DeAndre Swift's turned the run right for the Chiefs defense for 16 yards and another score. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. All right, Michael Badgley, don't do it again. Okay, he's fine. He actually makes the extra point this time. There we go. Okay, he did the thing. So there we go. The Lions put up yet another impressive drive, and it culminates with a, a 16-yard TD run for DeAndre Swift. Very nice, efficient drive, and it's 13-0 Lions. And we haven't even broken out of the first quarter yet. Oh, man. Detroit is running all the offense is just destroying Kansas City's poor defense right now. Not good at all. Chiefs better pick it up or this could get ugly. They're going to have to wait. Nice try. Okay, they're starting from the 25. Never mind. Yeah, they need to pick it up or else. This could be a long game. All right. Chiefs are back. And so is Pacheco. I think he sat on the bench long enough. We'll keep Noah Gray in for right now. 1st and 10, but this gets missed. As the Lions will think run and not so fast. All right. 1st and 10 from the 25. 9 on a flat. To Pacheco, guessed wrong. And he'll have 14 because of it in the first down. Pacheco up to the 39. Isaiah Pacheco making his first catch of the game. Okay. 1st and 10. Gray is out. Justin Watson is in. And he'll get it. 1st and 10. 12 as the Lions miss this one too, and it's incomplete. Mahomes was looking for Justin Watson, his first incompletion of the game. 2nd down and 10. This also gets missed as they think they're going to go run it. 3 on a flat. It's a short gain unless the gain is 11, by the way. And the play doesn't happen because offsetting penalties. Oof. All right, well, 2nd and 10. This also gets missed, but now it's an off-tackle run we're talking about. 6, and that is a 6-yard gain for Isaiah Pacheco. Okay, good job. At least it's not a fumble this time. 3rd and 4. Nine on a flat to the receiver, to Juju Smith-Schuster, who gets 6 in the first. Okay, excellent. Chiefs are now in Lions territory. All right. 1st and 10. This will get missed. 5 on a short. 13-yard gain if it holds. Oh, there's no... Oh, there it is. I thought I fumbled my dice. Oh, never mind. Number 1. That is offensive pass interference. Well, no wonder how Kelsey managed to get so far open. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down. So it's 1st and 20 now. Oh, that's nice. 1st and 20, and they'll miss this off-tackle run. Oh, that's not good. Well, it's a short gain. And Pacheco has 13. Okay. All right, so he got 13 of the 20 yards he needed, so that's good. This is now a more manageable 2nd and 7. 5 on a flat. That is going for 7 yards in the first down to Pacheco. So it's their turn to convert a 2nd and 20. Okay, that works. Pacheco for 7. First and 10 on what's going to probably end up being the last play of the first quarter. 4 on an off tackle, and it's an 8-yard gain for Pacheco. He is down to the 31, and that is the way the first quarter ends, with just basically a one-sided affair here in Stratbowl III. The Lions score 2 TDs and even get a turnover off of the deal. And they lead 13-0 as we enter the second quarter. Chiefs, don't do that again. That was a bad one. However, they appear to be getting very close to scoring range from what I can tell here. So there is that. Hold on a minute. All right, sorry about that. This is a new score bug I'm using, so you'll have to bear with me here. All right. But yeah, 13-0. Meanwhile, though, it is a 2nd and 2, so the Chiefs are beginning to move the football finally. So we'll see. All right, 2nd and 2 as we pick it up. And the Lions are actually going to see this pass coming. 2nd and 2. 7 on a short, and I believe Mahomes is getting sacked. He is. Oof, that didn't work. And Mahomes loses 5 on the sack. And that sack is courtesy of Alan McNeil. Oof. Could have been worse, though, because it's only a 3rd and 7, so there is that. 3rd and 7, speaking of which. 10 on a flat. And it doesn't matter because it goes to Travis Kelce, who breaks out for a 29-yard gain. Ouch. That's more like it. There's the Chiefs, we know. Oh, it's amazing how these teams just don't cover Travis Kelce. What are we doing here? First and goal to go right from the 7. All right, Noah Gray is in the game, and this gets missed. First and goal to go. 8 on a flat to the receiver to McCole Hardman, guessed wrong. And he gets 16, but that means it's a touchdown. McCole Hardman will get 7, and that's because that's all he needed to get into the end zone. There we go. And the Chiefs are finally on the board after all of that. I mean, that took them long enough. Better late than never. Yeah. Better late than never. I mean, better late than never, so we'll take it. All right, Harrison Butker with the extra point. That's good, too, so he'll get that. And it's a 13-7 game as the Chiefs do drive on their own, and then it concludes with a 7-yard TD pass from Patrick Mahomes to McCole Hardman. Okay, I guess so much for this being a potential one-sided affair, so at least the Chiefs were able to respond. And even had a sack against them, too, and they still managed to pull it out. So, there we go. Very nice. Let's see what the Lions can do, as they'll have it from the 7-yard line. Number 1 will back. We'll have a chance to return this. Oh, that doesn't count. Nice try, me. But this return will, and it's going for 27. Okay. So the Lions will have it at the 34. Their own 34, that is. All right, not bad. All right, Lions, let's see if you can respond here, or if this is going to end poorly. All right. This is Jamal Williams, right? Yep. James Mitchell checks in 2. All right, 1st and 10 here. Oops, we're missing this flat pass. 1st and 10. And it's going to go for a short gain to Amon-Ra St. Brown because of it. 12. All right. Lions catch him off guard there with a nice little play-action pass. And Goff finds St. Brown for 12. All right. Excellent. 1st and 10. Chiefs don't budge out of their defense. They're not going to get Jamal Williams will have no gain unless he actually does, which he ran for no gain, but the penalty was not worth nothing. Okay. That works. Jeez, me, get with the program. All right, 2nd down. Now we're missing runs. Oof. Well, how dare you? It's that 3rd wide receiver. That'll do it to you. It's only a 4-yard gain for Jamal Williams. He gets to midfield, but no further than that. Bummer. I mean, 3rd and 6, that's not bad. Okay. 3rd and 6, this isn't terrible. 9 on a flat. To the receiver to Josh Reynolds. And he gets 12 in the 1st. All right. Josh Reynolds is out to the 38. There we go. Josh Reynolds having a pretty decent gain so far. All right, 1st and 10. This will get missed too. The Chiefs will play to run, but they'll miss this play-action pass to Brock Wright. And he gets 10. Hey, it worked this time. 1st down. Yay, it actually worked. Brock Wright with his first catch of the game. 1st and 10, but this time the Chiefs will see it coming. It's not going to work, though, because it's still a short gain. And Amon-Ra St. Brown has 13 in the 1st, and the Lions are now in the red zone again. Oh, man. Now, this is what you call an efficient drive. My goodness. 1st and 10. They're going to miss this end run. 9, and that will go for 5. Jamal Williams gets to the 10. 2nd and 5. They're going to play the pass. Yep, and they're playing right into this. 2nd and 5. Incomplete. I was looking for Josh Reynolds. That's unusual. All right. 3rd and 5. The Lions are actually going to run it. And the Chiefs will miss this completely. 10. Oh, so close. So close. They're a yard short. Jamal Williams gets 4 of the 5 yards he needs, but not quite. And here we go. 4th and 1. Oh, dear. Do we kick the field goal, or am I going to be in true Dan Campbell spirit and go for it? Oh, man, this is a hard one. Well, I did just say Dan Campbell would go for this, so yeah, let's do it. 4th and 1, we're pulling this off. Why not? Oh, this is going to be awful. 4th and 1. The Chiefs are going to see the second tight end and think run, and they'll guess correctly. Uh-oh. 4th and 1. No! The gamble does not pay off as Jamal Williams is stuffed right at the line, and it's a turnover on downs. Ah, you idiots. You should have taken the points, you know?
Miss. The hell was that?
Yeah, seriously. Ay. Oh, dear. Oh, they coughed that one up for sure. Ugh. Only good news is the Chiefs have it at their own 6, but that's about it. Ugh. You hate to see that, though. Just should have taken the points. Oh, well. Dan Campbell would not be pleased with us. My kneecap will probably be bitten off after this game, assuming they lose. Meanwhile, it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs, so there's that. All right, 1st and 10 from their own 6, granted, but still, we could have done without that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, meanwhile, is in the game, and he's going to get 2 on his first carry in. Okay. Second down here, and 8. Lions are actually staying in their run defense. So they will miss this, and it's a short gain, so it really doesn't matter. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire will get 12 as he gets up to the 20, 1st down. All right. Good job, Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire for 12. Let's bring in Sky Moore here. That's a 1st and 10. This gets missed. And another, no, not a short gain. Oh, and they kind of wish it was. It's a 5-yard loss. Ouch. Another wide receiver screen, this time to McCole Hardman, and just like the last time, it goes in the wrong direction. Ouch. 5-yard loss. 2nd and 15. Why would you do that? Ugh. 5 on a short. Well, McCole Hardman does have 13, unless... Never mind. Okay, he made up for it. 13-yard completion. All right, well, he gets those yards back and then some, so there's, I guess we can't hate him on him too much. 3rd and 2. This gets missed. This end run, that is. 11. I'm reading the... Oh, and it goes for a short gain for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll have 18 in the 1st. All right. Gets up to the 46. So good running from Clyde Edwards-Helaire there. Pacheco, come on back. And it's 1st and 10, and this will get missed. because it's a flat pass to Pacheco. They think this is a run. Not so fast. 5 on a flat, and that means Pacheco will have 9. Okay. Second down here, and this will also get missed too. 3 on a short. How about no? Incomplete to McCole Hardman. Third down. This is interesting. It's going to be a quarterback run that the Lions will surprisingly see, though probably not for Mahomes. Oh, dear. Well, here's the good news. Mahomes somehow finds his way for a short gain. So it's a first down, and so he'll have 12 on the designed quarterback keeper. That is the good news there. So nice play call there to get Mahomes the first down. The bad news is we've got a Chief injury, and this means one of these cards will be gone for the game. Apparently, while blocking, Isaiah Pacheco got hurt. Ouch. Well, that sucks. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire will probably be the back for the rest of the game with some Jerick McKinnon sprinkled in. But Pacheco's night is done. Oof. All right. 1st and 10, meanwhile. As the Lions will see this pass coming, as they don't think that's going to go to Edwards-Helaire right away. 1st and 10. It's a 5-yard gain for Juju Smith-Schuster, meanwhile, as they get up to he gets up to the 28. Second down, this gets missed. 6 on an off tackle missed, and it's only a yard for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 3rd and 4. $11 on a flat. Oh, an interception roll. 2, 3, or a 12? No. And it's incomplete to Sky Moore instead. Okay. Well, it's a 4th and 4. Now, if I'm the Chiefs, do I try it or no? Or do I attempt the Harrison Butker field goal? You know what? We're going to have them take the point. So Harrison Butker will attempt a 44-yard field goal. The kick is up and, well, 23 for 32, right? Yep. All right, what's this penalty? Now, this could mean something. There is no penalty, but the kick is good. And Harrison Butker actually makes it from 44 yards. Very nice.
I mean, it's all right, like.
But you know what? We still will take the points regardless. So Harrison Butker connects on a 44-yard field goal, and the Chiefs cut the gap to 3. 13 to 10. All right. All right, well, I mean, better than the, excuse me. Well, I guess the Chiefs decide to take the Lions' missed opportunity and turn it into a field goal, so we'll take it. We got 4 minutes left in this half. Chiefs do get the ball to start the second half, remember, so there is that. So we'll see if that means anything. It's a touchback unless... No, never mind. Lions will have it at their own 25. All right, see if the Lions can do here. And we'll bring in 3 wide again with DeAndre Swift. Actually, they're going to do something unusual and bring in a 4th wide receiver. So Khalif Raymond checks in. It's kind of interesting. All right, 1st and 10. That 4 wide is going to cause the Chiefs to play in the pass, and they're going to see what DeAndre Swift can do on the ground. 10 on a line, Buck. Just a 4-yard gain unless... that's about as far as DeAndre Swift can get. 4 yards. Okay. Second down here. 6. 9 on a flat. It's going to Khalif Raymond. He has 8 yards. And then the Chiefs commit a penalty. Okay, so it's a first down. Never mind. It's holding on the Chiefs. That'll promptly get declined because we'll take the extra yardage. And it's a first down either way. So there's that. So Khalif Raymond gets 8 in the first, basically. Yeah, we'll take the yards, not so much the shenanigans that happened afterwards. All right, 1st and 10. 3 on an off tackle. Oh, dear, that's a short gain. 11 for DeAndre Swift and the first. He gets up to the 48. First and 10, we're going to bring James Brock right back in as the tight end here. So we're back to 3 wide. I'm coughing up a storm because it's that time of year. 1st and 10. Chiefs actually do play to run. And then realize this is a halfback swing to DeAndre Swift. Whoops! And it's a short gain because of it. Good job. 17 for DeAndre Swift. He gets up to the Chiefs 35, and it's a 1st and down. Oops. Wrong defense. You done messed up there. Now you're going to pay. All right. That's a 1st and 10 from the 35, and this gets missed again. But this time the Chiefs are going to hold DeAndre Swift to no gain. So there's that this time. And we have reached a 2-minute warning because of it. And it's a 2nd and 10 here from the Chief 35 as the Lions are attempting to drive. Okay. 2nd and 10. Everybody's got their timeouts. This is going to Amon-Ra St. Brown on 2nd and 10. And he is going to go the wrong way. 2-yard loss. Ouch. I'm going to say he was tackled behind the line, which might explain why the Chiefs just called their first time out, as they think they're getting the ball back. Meanwhile, we've got a 3rd and 12 because of this. Okay, 3rd and 12. 9 on a short. To the receiver, to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes, he gets those yards back and then some. 1st down at the 24. Lions will not stop the clock, neither will the Chiefs, but yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown just made up for his debacle there with a 13-yard pass play. All right, love it. 1st and 10 from the 24. Chiefs will stay in their pass defense and we'll see this coming. But it doesn't matter because DJ Chark is picking up 13 in the first. There we go. Nice play. All right, 1st and 10 from the 11 with 1:22 remaining. 9 on an off tackle. 5-yard gain unless... Never mind. This is probably going to be a holding penalty. Number 4, yep, holding against the Lions. Let's push him back 10 yards. Ouch. 1st and 20 it is now. That sucks. Khalif Raymond will check in temporarily. 1st and 20. It's incomplete unless... No, it is just straight up incomplete. Intended for Josh Reynolds. How about a 2nd and 20? Not looking too hot. And once again, it's incomplete. This time to Khalif Raymond. So we are looking at a 3rd and 20. Oof. This is not good. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. 3rd and 20. There's an 11 on a short. And Goff is going down for a sack. An 8-yard loss to be exact. And the Chiefs are going to call their second timeout as a result thereof. Ouch. That would be Frank Clark getting in there and bringing him down. 4th and 28. We are definitely not going for it. For Michael Badgley, do your work. From 46. Kick is up and... yeah, it is. Good. Michael Badgley, he may miss extra points, but at least he doesn't miss field goals. So I guess we'll give him that.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
Yeah, well, you know what? We can't always get what we want here, but we try sometimes, you'll get what you need. And the Lions definitely needed those points for sure, so it is now 16-10. There are exactly 45 seconds, so Mahomes and company will have to do something. They can, but we'll see. And I'll make that 37 seconds because they'll have to return this from the 5. Number 1 back will get whatever their 7 says, so 22. So they're going to be up from the 27. Okay, Mahomes and company have a timeout in 37 seconds to make something out of this. So I don't know. It's a doozy. So we'll try to figure this one out. Justin Watson's in. All right. 1st and 10 here. 27. 6 on a short. It's incomplete as Mahomes was looking for Justin Watson to start us off. All right, 2nd down here in 10. I'll try one to McCole Hardman. 2nd and 10. 7 on a long. Mahomes is going to have to run it himself. There's a penalty. I do see it. He'll have 3 yards, but what's the penalty? No, he'll have 3 yards. He gets up to the 30, and the Lions are actually going to take a timeout. That's their first. They must think they're going to want to get the ball back in some capacity. Okay. Well, it's now 3rd and 7, so there is that. 8 on a short. Incomplete unless number 1. Uh-oh. Well, this has to happen. It's offensive pass interference against the Chiefs. That'll be declined because of the incomplete pass. And it's 4th down. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster, so they can't do anything. Lions will see what they can do off of this. It's a 55-yard punt, so good luck. Returned for a gain of whatever their 8 says, so just 5. So the Lions have it at their own 20 with 8 seconds remaining in this half. I mean, you're probably not really doing anything, so I'm just going to come out and say it. They're probably attempting a long pass to DJ Chark, so we'll leave them and let it go. It's technically 1st and 10, but not really. All right. Don't worry. I can read it from here. It's all good. 4 on a long. Goff's going to run it himself. I imagine this will be how the half ends. Barring a fumble of some kind. Yeah, Goff is only going to get 3, and that's going to be the way the half ends. We'll just call it a day. All right, whatever. Goff had to take off and avoid pressure here. He'll get 3 yards, and whoop-de-doo. That is, I guess, the way the first half of Stratbowl 3 ends. 16-10 at the half. Uh-oh. My scorebug is having technical difficulties. There we go. That's a little bit better. 16-10 at the half. pretty entertaining game so far here from both teams as they put up some good effort here. All right. So let's take a look at the technical difficulties, and yeah, never mind, first half stats. Okay. Nobody wants to see technical difficulties anyways. All right. So for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is 13 of 18, 99 yards, and a touchdown. And the yardage could be better, but the Lions are playing some stout defense. Pacheco lost a fumble, then lost his ability to play this game. Not a good game for him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire 4 for 21. Not really one significant passer. Kelsey's only caught 2 passes for 33, so he's been unusually quiet. Otherwise, not too much doing here. Frank Clark does have a sack, but yeah, not really too much going on for the Chiefs here. Same kind of deal with the Lions. Goff does have 176 yards passing, but he's 17 of 24. No touchdowns, no picks. Both DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams have ran in for TD so far. Pretty good. Monmouth St. Brown is 6 for 51. DeAndre Swift has 40 yards catching the ball. Josh Reynolds is 3 for 32 as well. And I mentioned Michael Badgley's missed extra point. Hopefully that does not come back to haunt the Lions in any capacity. And Aiden McNeil has a sack, plus Aiden Hutchinson has a forced fumble. Excuse me. I don't know his name, but we'll call him McNeil. But yeah, there was a turnover too. So that is basically where we stand at the beginning of the second half here, as it's 16-10. And now it's everybody's favorite time here. The halftime entertainment. So with that being said, roll it.
6, 7!
Let your boom and make it boom.
What the hell was that?
What was that? But you told me we had halftime entertainment this year. What? That's what you had in mind? That's what you... I can't even with these production teams. They're just... I am so sorry, everyone. I am so sorry. I don't know how that happened. That was an oversight on my behalf. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're just going to pretend like that debacle didn't happen and move on. Oh, boy. Every year this happens. I try to do something nice with nice halftime entertainment, and then someone decides to ruin it for me. Ugh. Jeez. All right, now that we're done with that, let's pretend like that debacle didn't happen and just have Detroit kick the field goal, the game second half off. Whatever. Now I'm all flustered because of that. Boy. Well, what's the penalty? Nothing. So the Chiefs do have it start at the 25. All right. Everybody's got their timeouts back at least, and then there's that. So there we go. Let's bring Noah Gray in for Justin Watson. Sure, why not? All right, 1st and 10. Oops, this gets missed. 10 on a flat. And we start off with a 29-yard completion to McCole Hardman. Oh, that's the way you do it. All right. There you go. First down for the Chiefs right out of the gate. McCole Hardman for 29. That's exactly the way they started their pass plays. Offense in the last game, first half. All right, that's funny. All right, 1st and 10 at a plane to run. 10 on an off tackle, and no gain for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That sucks. In comes Sky Moore for Noah Gray here. And this end run will be missed. 2nd down. And the Lions 46. 12. Ooh. Oh, that's really bad. That is really bad. The alternative wouldn't have been better, but Clyde Edwards, that end run got completely blown up to the tune of a 6-yard loss. Yeah, that just happened. Oh boy, 3rd and 16 as the Lions defense just strikes that play and destroys it. Oh dear. All right. You know what? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for that, so we'll attempt a long pass to McCole Hardman. 3rd and 16. Oof. That was just sad. And it goes for 27. Oh, dear. McCole Hardman is just running wild all over the Lions secondary. His second big completion. Big catch, excuse me. And this time it goes for 27. McCole Hardman, you are on fire, my man. Saves the Chiefs there from a 3rd and 16. My goodness. All right. First down at the Lion 25. 1st and 10. Whew. Talk about getting bailed out. Let's see him get bailed out of this 2-yard loss. Oh, it's even worse. It's a holding. Yay. And the Chiefs get pushed back 10 yards. So now it's a 1st and 20. If this actually will get missed, the flat pass to Travis Kelce. And it is going to go for 8 yards to Travis Kelce. He has been quiet. That's just his 3rd catch of the game. All right. 2nd and 12. This also gets missed, surprisingly. What are we doing? 8 on a short. That's going to the receiver, to Travis Kelce. 1st down. He picks up 15, and he'll get to the 12. All right. Travis Kelce for 15. So right after I say that, all of a sudden he's got 2 good catches. 1st and 10 from the 12. Now they're going to run it, and this will get missed because Lions defense. Oops. Meanwhile, this is only going for 2, so CH gets to the 10. All right. 2nd and 8. Noah Gray's in for Sky Moore. They're going to run up the middle. 2nd and 8. We'll see this coming. 8 on a line buck and another 2 yards for Edwards-Helaire. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6 here. That's where it sits. 3rd and 6. Six on a flat. Good news, bad news for McCole Hardman. Good news, he caught it. Bad news is he's a yard short. Here we go again. The Lions had this 4th and 1 situation earlier. Now it's the Chiefs' turn to do it. And here we go. 4th and 1 from the 3. When the Lions went for it, it didn't work. Do the Chiefs and Andy Reid do the same or no? You know what? After seeing how it went for the Lions, I'm not going to do it. Field goal time it is to cut the deficit in half. The only thing that would cause Harrison Butker to miss is a 12 or a penalty. So, Harrison Butker from 20. Oh, yeah, he made it. That was kind of easy. That one is good, and the deficit is indeed halved.
I mean, it's all right.
I mean, you know what? You got to take the points. We got to take the points there. So Harrison Butker from 20. Easy 3 points for him. And it's 16-13 Lions with 10 left in the 3rd. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. I guarantee you if Michael Badgley hadn't missed that extra point, they would have gone for that. But you know what? It's like, okay, if I shot to tie it, why not? Hey, why not? All right. Get that voice freshened up here. 8 yards in the back of the end zone for this one. Number 1 back will attempt to return it for a gain of... Well, this should be... I don't think this is a fumble, for anyone's hoping. Good thing it's not the number 2 back, or we would be having issues right about now. But fortunately, it's the number 1. Yep. So Justin Jackson's getting 35. Whew. Believe it or not, if that were the number 2 back, that would have been a fumble. But it's not. Sorry. Oh, well. Maybe next time. Bruh. See, I'm hoping for chaos now. We've barely had any of it other than that one fumble and the missed 4th and 1, because why not? All right, 2 tight ends for the Lions that they have it at the Kansas City 27, 1st and 10. Jamal Williams gets the carry, and he'll lose a yard. Whoops. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, now was it? 2nd and 11 means it's going to be Josh Reynolds' time as James Mitchell quickly exits the game. 2nd and 11. 7 on a flat, and that is going to Josh Reynolds, speaking of whom, for 7. Okay, nice. Josh Reynolds with his 4th catch of the game here. Meanwhile, we've got a 3rd and 4. They're surprisingly going to run it. Okay, well, let's see if it works for him. Bad news, it will not work for him, and Jamal Williams only gets a yard. Yeah. Why would you try to challenge Chris Jones and company? That's a horrible idea. And now you're going to have to punt it on 4th and 3. We're not going for it, obviously. Just another bad play call from the Lions. It's a 57-yard punt, meanwhile, number 2 back. 57. It's going all the way to 9. Ooh. All right, let's see what gets returned for. Number 2 back. Kadarius Toney calls for a fair catch. Don't worry, he was not offsides while making it, but you know what I mean. Shout out to anyone who gets that reference. All right, and the Chiefs will have it 1st and 10 at their own 9 of all things. Okay, so at least the Lions special teams were able to pin them deep, but we could have gone without that. Bruh. All right, 2 Titans ends it is. We're getting Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We might see Jerick McKinnon very soon. Meanwhile, 1st and 10 here. And speaking of CEH, he'll get this carry. And speaking of CEH, he's not going anywhere. Oof. That sucks. He's barely had any success in the ground anyway, so, all right. 2nd and 10. 8 on a flat to the receiver to Noah Gray. We have a penalty coming up. He has 8 yards unless the play... No! Opponent number 6. I thought that was false start. Nope. Illegal contact against the Lions. 5-yard penalty. We'll take the yardage because it's penalty because it's an automatic 1st down as opposed to being 3rd and 2. Okay. I like automatic 1st downs. Okay, speaking of Kadarius Toney, hey, here he is. Making his 1st appearance of the game. 1st and 10. Lions think something is up, and it's a run. Oof. Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets 3. All right, 2nd and 7. 8 on a flat to the receiver to CEH. And he doesn't have anything because it's incomplete. Well, that sucks now, doesn't it? 3rd down. And yeah, we'll give it to McCole Hardman. He's been doing well. 3rd and what appears to be 7? No. Yeah, 3rd and 7. Okay, 3rd and 7. 5 on a flat. It only goes for 3. That's not what we need. Oof. McCole Hardman only gets 3, but he needed 7. So that's not even close. All right, 4th and 4 means we're punting it, unless there's a penalty that ruins this. It's a 52-yard punt, number 1 back. That is going for 8. Alrighty. So we have the Lions will have it at their own 36. 5:45 to play. Kind of a defensive battle this third quarter so far, huh? I mean, it's not bad, but, you know, it's all right, but still. Josh Reynolds checks in right from the word go. We're going to have Brock right. And it's a 1st and 10 as this gets missed. It's off tackle run, that is. 1st and 10. 7. No. Just a yard for DeAndre Swift. Ground game is not doing it. 2nd and 9. That's going to be an injury roll, and it's only going to be a gain for Monroe St. Brown on top of it. So we'll deal with the injury shortly as soon as I give Monroe St. Brown his 1 yard. Someone on the Chiefs is getting hurt again. 11 for the whole game. So this time it would be the middle linebacker that would go. That would be Nick Bolton. So Nick Bolton is done for the game. Only would matter on advanced or super advanced mode on this. But we're not. We are playing elementary, so it really doesn't. Meanwhile, it's 3rd and 8, so there's that. Oh boy. 3rd and 8. 5 and a short. And there we go. To the receiver, to DJ Chark. And DJ Chark has exactly 0 yards because he did not catch it. Well, isn't that a bummer? Punt. Drive goes nowhere. Ooh, 27-yard punt. Oh, that sucks. At least it's not a block, so there's that. But man, oh man, that is the worst punt you could have. Ugh, way to shank one. This is probably going to be a fair catch. Somehow Sky Moore got 3 yards out of that, so the Chiefs will have it at their own 38, but that's kind of funny. Oh, bad time to be shanking punts. Jeez. Granted, there's only 4:30 left in this third, and nothing has happened, but still, this is just sad. Hey, all right. I think it's Jerick McKinnon time. He'll be making an appearance. Sky Moore's back into the game. All right, so 1st and 10 as we see Jerick McKinnon is now in the game, but he ain't getting it. And the Lions don't know that. All right, 1st and 10. 7 on a short, but doesn't matter because someone has sacked Mahomes for a 10-yard loss. I mean, there's that. So we're splitting sacks here. Aiden Hutchinson gets half. John Kaminsky gets the other. So Kaminsky and Hutchinson combine to bring Mahomes down for a 10-yard loss. And it is now 2nd and 20. For Jerick McKinnon's first run goes for 8. All right, so it at least got some yardage there. It's now a more manageable 3rd and 12, but not really in the grand scheme of things. All right, 3rd and 12. Four on a short. Oh, so close. So close as Juju Smith-Schuster catches it. He needed 12, but Elassie only gets 11. Ouch. Well, at least he tried, but that didn't work the way it should have. Okay, it's 4th and 1 at the 47. Do I punt it, or do I get risky and try it here? Nah, we're not going to do it. We're going to punt via coffin kick, so here's how this works. First, we roll. It's a punt of 51. I roll all 3 dice again. That's how much it subtracts. 49, 48, 47. Wow. If this were to X, this would be returnable. But a 47-yard punt that goes out of bounds at, and this is going to be really good. It's a 6. Nice. Okay. Well, not perfect, but well, that's pretty good. Going out of bounds at the 6. All right. Nothing like pinning teams back. All right, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind taking the field position here. Oh, man. All right. Jamal Williams, you are back. Gonna bring in 2 tight ends here. So James Mitchell has returned. As has Jared Goff, and it's 1st and 10, and this is not a run. This is actually a pass, flat pass. 1st and 10 from the 6. This flat pass will get missed. Oh, that's an injury roll. Oh, that's only a yard. Oh, someone on the Chiefs' defense is going to get out again. Well, that didn't work the way I thought it would. Meanwhile, as for the play, so Lamonra St. Brown only gets a yard as somebody foolishly calls another screen. Stop that. It's not working. I believe 10 will be balance of the game only, so we'll say he's out the rest of the game. So that is now the 3 safety as the Chiefs lose another defender. So leaving the game is Juwan Thornhill. All right, so Thornhill is out for the rest of the game. All right. Meanwhile, we've got a 2nd and 9. This linebacker will be seen, though. 4 and up. There you go. Not fresh set of downs for Jamal Williams as he gets up to the 16. There we go. Jamal Williams for 9. 1st and 10. Uh, 10 and a flat. Oh, that didn't work the way I thought it would, as James Mitchell only gets 2. That is clearly not working. All right. He'll come out, and Josh Reynolds will come in. 2nd down here. But the Chiefs see this coming too. 2nd and 8. Yeah. It doesn't mean they'll stop it, though, as Josh Reynolds picks up a short gain, 11 to be precise, and he gets up to the 29. 1st down. So Josh Reynolds for 11. 5th catch of the game for him. All right, 1st and 10. This will actually not get seen. Well, isn't this nice? 6 on a short. It goes to Amon-Ra St. Brown for 11, and he gets up to the 40. Ninth catch of the game for him. 1st and 10. This gets seen, and unfortunately, it's a long pass. Whoops. That is 10 on a long. And doesn't matter, it goes for 28 to DJ Chark as he gets up to the 32. Nice. And with that, I do believe we have entered the 4th quarter. We have. 4th quarter is here in Stratbowl. We have reached the finale here. And only a field goal was scored in that quarter by the Chiefs. 16-13 Lions. Still anyone's game. 1 quarter to go and to decide who's going to claim the Strat Bowl. But the Lions are driving. They have it at the Chiefs 32, and it's 1st and 10 after that big pass play to DJ Chark. 9. Linebuck was not seen, so Jamal Williams gets 5 to start us off. Wonderful. All right, 2nd and 5 here. 9 as the Chiefs play to pass. Wrong card. Oh, there we go. To the receiver, to Josh Reynolds. He will have, 15. Nice. He gets up to the 12. 1st down. I rolled really good. Snake eyes. Most times that's a good roll. So Josh Reynolds gets a 15-yard gain, and it's 1st and 10 at the 12. All right, James Mitchell, DeAndre Swift, you are both in here. First and 10. Well, this gets missed. 7 on a flat. Oh, short gain. Could this be? It is. It's a touchdown. They missed the play action fake. They swing it around to DeAndre Swift, who does all the rest, and get 12 yards for the touchdown. All right. Very nice. Excellent. Very excellent. Oh boy. Well, Michael Badgley, here's another extra point for you. Ooh, almost did it again, but it's good. Okay. He is fine, everyone. He's fine. I know he missed one earlier, but so be it. So, right as I say that, of course, the Lions end up scoring a TD, and they march down the field, and it ends with a 12-yard TD pass from Jared Goff to DeAndre Swift, who scores for the 2nd time today. I think we might be looking at our MVP, by the way. 23-13. Detroit leads with 13:45 left in Stratbowl III. Chiefs can still recover, but it's not looking great. We'll see if they can close that gap a little bit. And the 5 and their number 1 back will attempt a return. And he is going to go 30 yards. I don't know who it is, and I don't care because I don't keep track of return yardage. But, yeah, the Chiefs will have it at their own 35. Good return. Okay. I think Jerick McKinnon can stay in the game for right now. All right, we've got all this set up, and it's 1st and 10, and this gets missed. Detroit sold the 2 tight ends and fought, really? Doesn't matter. Mahomes is getting sacked. Yep. That is a 6-yard loss. Well, someone of their tackles got that one. Isaiah Buggs now gets in the act. That's the 3rd sack of the game for the Lions. It's going to cause them to throw in Sky Moore. And it's a 2nd and 16. Lions are actually playing the run here, surprisingly. 2nd and 16. That means the interception rolls a little less. 2 or a 12. Otherwise, it's a 3-yard gain. And that's what it will be to Sky Moore, a 3-yard gain. Sky Moore makes his first catch of the game. Meanwhile, it looks like a 3rd and 13 is on tap. Okay, 3rd and 13. 6 and a short, and oh, so close for Travis Kelce. He gets 12, but he needed 13, as I just mentioned. So that doesn't work. Now that sucks. Oh dear. 4th and 1. I am very tempted to try it. Do we or don't we? If this doesn't work, the game could very well be over. But if I don't, I have a funny feeling they're going to go for it. 4th and 1. All right, we're doing it. 4th and 1, and to make this even better, the Lions don't even see this Jerick McKinnon run. And... oh, no. What's this penalty? Nothing! He got it. 4-yard gain for Jerick McKinnon, and he gets the first. Whew. Their risk pays off there. Okay, 1st and 10. Lions still miss this. Fresh set of down. Chiefs are at the 38. For their own 48. 12. Oh, McKinnon, you are going the wrong way, buddy. He loses a yard. Second down here. And 11. They bring in CH. Lions don't buy it, and it's still... they'll play the pass still. Doesn't... oh, never mind. Oh, it's a 7-yard gain anyway, so... all right. Get up to the Detroit 46 here. That's a 7-yard gain for Juju Smith-Schuster. How about a 3rd and 4 from the Detroit 46 to the receiver, to Travis Kelce. And he is going to get, well, sure enough, he gets 4. And that's all he needed for the first. Okay, Travis Kelce gets the first down. First and 10. This gets missed, surprisingly. All right, end run to CEH. Don't go backwards. I am pleased to announce he did not, and instead got 5. Okay, well, that's better than 0. Losing yardage, even. 2nd and 5. This gets missed. Again, they're running it with CEH. Let's see. 10 on a line buck. Clyde's next carry gets 9, but... oh! Opponent number 2. That's a first down. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets 9, and then we'll tack on 15 for a personal foul. Or maybe less. Yeah, less. So 37, 28. It's half the distance to the goal, but it's still a 14-yard penalty. So Edwards-Helaire gets his 9, and then we'll tack on 14 for the personal foul penalty, and it's 1st and 10 at the 14. Not a good time to be doing that, Lions. Just throwing it out there. 6 on a flat pass not seen. It's going to go for the Kelce for 10, but... well, it will. All right. 1st and goal to go at the 4 as Kelce gets 10 on that completion. Penalty means nothing. His 7th catch of the game here. Noah Gray, come on in. And it's 1st and goal to go at the 4. All right. 1st and goal to go at the 4. This gets missed. 8 on a short. To the receiver, to Juju Smith-Schuster. It was missed. And it's not going to work. Incomplete. Whoops. Oh, dear. 2nd and goal. This linebucker actually gets seen. 8 and, well, Clyde gets halfway to the end zone. So he gets 2, but he's still 2 yards shy of the goal, the end zone. We've got a 3rd and 2. 10 on a flat. And Detroit's secondary just left McCole Hardman wide open because it's a touchdown. Oops. He actually would have gotten 29, but considering they only need 2 yards, I'd say that works. Touchdown indeed. Well, sometimes that just happens, you know. Harrison Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs do pull within a field goal there. Okay. I guess they're back. Yeah, they're making this Super Bowl really close with 8 minutes remaining. Good drive for them, and it culminates with a 2-yard TD pass from Patrick Mahomes to McCole Hardman. Okay, 23-20. Detroit is hanging on for dear life. They haven't given up the lead yet, but boy, oh boy, Chiefs are making it very difficult and very close. Now, this is a Stratbowl, folks. Hey, hold on to your butts. This is going to go down to the wire. I can already see it. All right. 9 yards in the back of the end zone. The number 2 back returns this. And what does it say on here? 26 yards, so they'll have it at the 17. Okay. Lions have 7:40. We have 7:45 to go. All right. Now it's really going to get interesting here. 3 wides. I'm going to run it with, we'll go DeAndre Swift. Kansas City is going to think pass. It's going to be a line buck to DeAndre Swift. So 1st and 10 as this does not get seen. And DeAndre Swift has 5 because of that. Okay. Excellent. So DeAndre Swift picks up 5 on the ground here. 2nd and 5. But the Chiefs will see this run coming. 9 on an off tackle. Oh, it still goes for 5. 1st down. DeAndre Swift moving the chains. 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to miss this line buck again. 7. Oh, even better. Short gain. There we go. 18 for DeAndre Swift. There we go. 1st down. Gets up to the 45. 1st and 10. This gets missed. 6 on a short, and it goes to 13 for DJ Chark. Nice. Hit him with that nice play action there. DJ Chark picks up that. 1st and 10. Oh, they're going for it. Does Kansas City see it? No, they're going to play the run, and they're going to miss this. 1st and 10. 2 on a long, and because they do, it's a 30-yard completion to DJ Chark again, and he's down all the way to the 12. They're going ultra aggressive here, and it's paying off. Jared Goff has now just crossed the 300-yard mark for passing. 1st and 10. Now they decide to run it, and they'll miss it. From the Chief 12. And DeAndre Swift has another touchdown! Chiefs defense is so pass-oriented that they completely forgot about DeAndre Swift. And for the 2nd time today, he scores a touchdown. Well, well, well. That is, I guess, how the Detroit Lions respond. Now, don't they? You love to see it. Can Michael Badgley make this extra point? Now, hold on. Wait a minute. If I do them up, we'll just do it. Oh, well, there's that. That's good. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. So there we go. Michael Badgley makes another extra point. I know he missed one earlier, but it's nothing, no big deal. So look at that. Detroit responds with its own excellent drive, and it culminates in a 12-yard TD run from DeAndre Swift, his 2nd of the game, and my goodness, he is killing them swiftly. Yeah, I meant for that pun to happen. Detroit back up by 10, 30-20 with 5 minutes remaining. Uh-oh. Kansas City, you are in deep trouble. They have to do something on this drive, or this game could very well be over. All right. We'll start at the 25 here. Excuse me. Yeah, they are definitely going to need some help, or this game could very well be over. Give me Kadarius. We'll do Justin Watson. Sure. All right, 1st and 10 as we pick this one up. Let's try it. 1st and 10. On their own 25. 3 and a flat. And Justin Watson, what are you doing? You are going the wrong way, buddy. Loses 5 on his first completion. Oh, that's not going to help. Yeah, your first catch is for a negative gain. That's wonderful. All right, 2nd and 15 because of that. Six and a flat. Well, those 5 yards will get returned, but they're actually going to get returned via penalty as the Lions were offside. So we'll take, since it's the same yardage, we'll just accept the penalty. The 5 yards come back, and it's 2nd and 10. Huh. That's kind of funny how that works. Meanwhile, it's a... Oh, never mind. 7-yard gain to Travis Kelce. I thought that was a short gain, but nope. Okay, so it's a 7-yard gain. Ugh. All right, 3rd and 3 because of it. This surprisingly gets missed. 8 on an off tackle. 6 yards for CEH unless... Yeah, he got it. He is up to the 38, 1st down. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets a 6-yard carry for a first. Okay, I did not see that one coming. 1st and 10. 4 on a short. Uh-oh, interception rule, 2 or a 12. No, it's an incompletion. All right. I was looking for McCole Hardman. 2nd down here. Well, there's an injury roll for you. And a 29-yard completion as if that wasn't bad enough. Okay. So 1st down, CH gets 29. 27-17. He's up to the Detroit 33. That also stops the clock as well because of the injury roll that's about to hit. So Edwards-Helaire for 29. Someone on the Lions has to go. That would be their number 6. They play a 4-3, but he'll be right back. Okay. For reference sake, that is actually... the right cornerback, who will be out for 3 plays. Okay, that's not bad. All right. 1st and 10. 6 on a flat. There's your flat. There's their short gain, right? Yep, there it is. To Travis Kelce. He has 14 in the first, and he'll get up to the 19. Kansas City is in the red zone. Travis Kelce is up over 100 yards. We're very close to the whatchamacallit, the 2-minute warning, and this will happen after this play. 1st and 10. 11 on a short. Ooh. Well, here's the good news, bad news. Good news is that was a long gain. Bad news is because of the D, it's not. It's instead an interception roll. 2 for 5 or 12. Ouch. Oh! And whoever was covering Juju Smith-Schuster drops an interception. Incomplete. That was close. So if it wasn't for this D, that would have been a touchdown, except it's not. And instead, we also hit the 2-minute warning. Side note. Oh, well, that sucks. All right. It's 1st and 10, 2nd and 10 actually from the Detroit 18. Okay, 2nd and 10 from the 18. Sky Moore, where are you? Come in here. No, Kadarius Toney. We need him. All right, 2nd and 10. Kadarius Toney has entered. He's not getting this one. And there's your short gain. Yep. Uh-oh, this might be a touchdown. No, instead Travis Kelce does get out of bounds at the 7. So it'll be 1st and goal to go from this there. It's 11 yards to Travis Kelce. First and goal to go right at the 7. Eight on a flat to the receiver, to McCole Hardman, who will get the touchdown. He dives at the pylon and gets in for the 7-yard TD. And there you go, Kansas City. You got what you were looking for. Very nice. McCole Hardman with his 2nd TD of the game. All right, well, we're definitely kicking the extra point here, but the decision will lie thereafter. And it's good. All right. Kansas City is a field goal away from tying this, as it is now 27-20. 30-27, excuse me. And that is a 7-yard TD pass from Mahomes to Hardman. Now it's 2 TDs by himself. All right. We got 1:45. Everybody's got their timeouts. What do we do now? We have a decision in our hands here. Do I go for the onside kick, or do I trust my defense to pull this one off? You know what? The running game has not really been effective today, right? I just want to check their running game. It kind of has been, but not quite. I'm going to trust my defense to win this one, so we'll kick this one off as normal. All right, we've got all 3 timeouts. It's no biggie. So Kansas City will, well, you know what? They're going to try it. Onside kick. Okay, they elect to do it. They're going to do it anyways. All right, no trusting the defense. We're going for the onside kick. 2, 3, 11, or 12. That's the only way this works. Otherwise, everybody else, Lions will have the ball. And oh my God, it worked! Recovered by defense at opponent's 47. Are you kidding me? The Chiefs have the ball at the Lions' 47 as they attempt a successful kick.
Miss. The hell was that?
That's exactly how I feel about that. Oh my God, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Okay, so the Chiefs now have it 1st and 10 at the Lions' 47. Oh my God, I forget Chiefs voodoo magic is somehow still in effect here. All right, 1st and 10 from the 47. At what point are we in Harrison? Oh, we're 2 yards away, but I would prefer his ranges kind of stink, so ideally getting up to the 12, but we are very close to Butker field goal range. We need to get to the 45 bare minimum, so we're 2 yards away, but I would like to at least get to the 12 before we have that conversation. But I would be okay with doing 13-22, so all right. 1st and 10. We're just going to flat pass it up so that way we can stop the clock. And this one's going to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and to start us off, he is losing 3 yards. And I'm going to say that because he lost yardage, that's going to keep the clock running. Oh, dear. That was not supposed to happen. So Edwards-Helaire loses 3. We have a 2nd and 13. And that one is definitely going to Kelsey for 7. So we're in the field goal range now. Mahomes crosses 300 yards as a side note. 3rd and what appears to be 6 after that? Yeah. 3rd and 6. 8 on a flat. To the receiver, to Hardman. And he gets 5, and I believe he's short a yard. Yeah, he is going to be short 1 yard. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This is interesting. Okay. 4th and 1. Hold on for a minute. Let me give Hardman his yardage. I do not like this. I'm going to go for it on 4th and 1 and hope this works. 4th and 1. Surprise. They're going to have Mahomes try it. They don't see this coming. And 7. And he gets it. 1st down. Patrick Mahomes sneaks out for 3 yards. The Chiefs actually do use their first time out. They have 2 remaining. There we go. Patrick Mahomes for 3, and it's enough. More than enough for the first. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 35. Nice. That's how you do it. All right. To the receiver, to McCole Hardman. Nope, incomplete. That not so much. How about a 2nd down and 10? 9 on a flat. This one is going to, wait a minute. Nope, it's still going to Sky Moore. Okay, we're rolling on his card, and we're getting 12 in the first as Sky Moore goes out of bounds at the 23. 52 seconds remaining. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This actually isn't good for the Lions. 1st and 10 from the 23. 2 on a flat, and we are going the wrong way. It's a loss of 1, and I'm mandating a runoff. So now there's 37 seconds instead of 45. That's Juju Smith-Schuster losing a yard. 2nd and 11 because of that. And he gets 5. Travis Kelce, that is. Travis Kelce for 5 here. 3rd and 6. Okay, now we're doing good. Now we're looking great. But 3rd and 6 here. 9 on a flat. To the receiver, to McCole Hardman, who gets the first. He gets 6. All right, they have it. McCole Hardman gets 6. I'll give him those yardage. 1st and 10 from the 13. Now we're definitely in Harrison Butker field goal range. I feel good about this. But you know we got to try it. All right, 1st and 10. They're taking a shot into the end zone. They can now. No, but what's this penalty? Incomplete, intended for McCole Hardman. 15 seconds remaining. 2nd down and 10. 8 on a short with a potential penalty. What is... Okay, it's a completion, but... The Lions were offsides, which might explain why Mahomes went there, and they're a yard short! They're a freaking yard short! Oh my God! Timeout, Kansas City. That's their first. Second, excuse me, as Travis Kelce does it again. Okay. First and goal to go from the 1. We have 2 chances to do this. Wait, why are you taking Patrick Mahomes out of the game? No. We want Noah Gray in here. Okay, I have to think about this here. I mean, if we don't get it, technically we can call a timeout here. If this is a touchdown, it's pretty much game over. If we don't get it, I'm probably going to kick a field goal, and then we'll have the overtime gods kind of dictate how this ends up. I'm going to have Clyde Edwards-Helaire run it in, but you know what? Sure, let's fake it. Detroit is going to think run, and they don't see this. Okay, first and goal to go from the 1. And what's the penalty? No! They had a touchdown, but it's a penalty against the Chiefs. Offensive pass interference. Oh. 10-yard penalty. Hardman had the touchdown catch, but he probably committed OPI in the process. Oh, no. All right. I did say that we had a second left, so I guess we have no choice but to let him take this to overtime. Harrison Butker needs to make this 28-yarder to do it. He should be okay. Oh. Yeah, I had it. That would have been a 6-yard completion too, but alas, the refs decided not so fast. All right, Harrison Butker from 28 to take this to overtime. Kick is up and beep. Lions timeout. Now, as soon as you had to figured I was going to do that. All right, try it again from 28. And it is good. It is good, and we are headed to overtime somehow.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
oh, it's more than all right. I mean, that's kind of what we needed, right? And, well, I did not expect this, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to overtime. The game ends with a 30-30 tie, but we're not tying the Super Bowl, so all right, let alone the Strat Bowl. Curse you referees for taking that glorious moment away from us. All right. You know the rules of how this works. 10-minute period to settle this. Both teams have to possess the ball at least once. And if we're tied after the first overtime, then we're going into the college rules setup. So whoever wins claims Strat Bowl. Hang on a minute. I got to do some stuff on my end here. There we go. All right. Chiefs are the visiting team, so they will get to call this, and they're going to call heads. There's no calling Chiefs. Calling evens. Nope. Detroit wins that one, and they'll have the Chiefs go first because they want to see what they need to do. All right. Chiefs will start with the ball. Lions will get it back on defense after defense, and we'll get it afterwards, I should say. All right. Touchback unless the Chiefs are offsides. We're not going to count that. Well, nah, we're not going to count that. So Chiefs will get at their own 25. So if the Chiefs score, Lions need to match or exceed it. Defensive score ends the game. That's how this works. All right, Jerick McKinnon is coming in. We'll keep Sky Moore out here. And it's 1st and 10 to start us off at the 25. Both teams have 2 timeouts. All right. 1st and 10. From the Chief 25. From Kansas City's 25. This run's going to get missed. Jerick McKinnon starts us off with a 6-yard run. Second down and 4. 12 on a flat. Incomplete unless it is against the Lions, which it promptly is. So that is probably going to be, yep, a personal foul. We're going to say roughing the passer against Steve Lions. 15-yard penalty. You know how it goes. You look at Patrick Mahomes funny, and the refs will call that. How dare you? All right, 1st and 10 after the roughing the passer penalty. People, have we not known this? How about 5 yards for Jerick McKinnon? Second down, this gets missed. They're suddenly running the ball more. 9, and there's another 6 in the first. Jerick McKinnon again for 6. Clyde Edwards-Helaire checks in, and it's 1st and 10. But the Lions will now play to run. And that is going to get 6 yards anyways. Oh, okay. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is down to the 37. Second down. They're going to doing it. Lions will miss this. 2nd and 4, and it's a long gain. There's only one rule that would stop this from being a touchdown. And that is not it. Touchdown. A 6 would have been the one that does it. And it's McCole Hardman. He gets in the end zone anyways. This time from 37 yards out. You can't deny him. You cannot deny him. You can only hope to contain. All right. Chiefs are successful here. Extra point is good. All right, so the Chiefs have successfully scored on a 37-yard pass completion from Patrick Mahomes to McCole Hardman. Okay, Lions, you have to respond with a touchdown and an extra point to keep this game going. Otherwise, the Chiefs will win. 37-30, Chiefs finally have to lead after 62 and a half minutes of game time. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing here? From the 7 and the number 1 back. And they will get 26. So the Lions have it their own 33. Okay. So as I just stated, the Lions need a touchdown and an extra point to keep the game going. By the way, that missed extra point that happened at the beginning of the game turned out to actually did have an effect after all. Isn't that wonderful? Although I probably would have gone for 2 at one point, but nonetheless, yeah. Detroit needs an extra point to win, touchdown and an extra point to win the game. Otherwise, forget it. Chiefs will win. All right, 1st and 10. 7:15 for timekeeping's sake. 10 on a flat, and it's a 2-yard completion to DeAndre Swift to start us off. All right. Second down. they were playing to run on that one, too. This, they also played to run again and missed this. All right, 2nd and 8. Let's see, 9 on a flat to the receiver. To Josh Reynolds guessed wrong, and he gets 17 because of it in the first down. To the Kansas City 48 he goes. All right, 1st and 10, and this gets missed. Let's see, 7 on off tackle. Short gain for DeAndre Swift because of that. 13 first down. He's at the 35. DeAndre Swift is having himself a game. Look at that. 3 TDs. I think he would be Detroit's pick for MVP if it worked. Mahomes is clearly the other one for the Chiefs right now. If it holds. If it holds. All right. 1st and 10. 6 on a flat, and it's incomplete to Josh Reynolds. Second down. This actually gets missed. 9 on a flat to the receiver to Amon-Ra St. Brown, guessed wrong. And that's 6 yards for him. That is his first catch in forever, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 10 for 70. Yeah, that's his first catch in for some time. All right. 3rd and 4. I mean, we're going to have to go for it no matter. Well, 3rd and 4. I mean, it is 2 down territory, so there is that. 4 down territory, excuse me. 3rd and 4. This gets missed, and oh dear. How about a short gain and a first down for DeAndre Swift? Yeah. 16. All right. And the Lions are 13 yards away from tying this. DeAndre Swift now goes over 100 yards rushing. All right. 1st and 10. Don't know how he did it, but okay. Uh-oh. 2 through 4, 11 or 12. It's a fumble. I'm just going to leave this one here.
Miss.
The hell was that?
Miss.
The hell was that?
Miss.
The hell was that?
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of Stratbowl III are the Kansas City Chiefs. Because DeAndre Swift just fumbled the game away. I actually forgot to roll this, but it's no, it's return. Who was the hero? It was, well, there's 2 of them. Willie Gay, who then plops on it. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie Gay forces the game-ending fumble and recovers it, and the Chiefs win. Are you freaking kidding me? Congratulations to Kansas City for winning. You've got to be kidding me. He was having such a great game, and then he fumbles it away. Are you freaking kidding? He was having a great game, and he fumbles it away. Are you? And now Kansas City.
Miss.
The hell was that?
Well, you know what? I suppose better late than never. The Kansas City Chiefs are your Stratbowl III champions. 37-30 in overtime. They were down by 10 at one point, and they somehow pull off the unthinkable. We even had an appearance by Ref Ball at the end, too, and that it still wasn't enough to stop them. You've got to be freaking kidding me. All right. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Well, anyways, here's the stats for Stratbowl. Patrick Mahomes, 41-52, 378, 4 TDs, not a single interception. I was going to give him the MVP of the game here, but I'm instead going to give it to McCole Hardman. 12 catches, 136, a hat trick of TDs, including the game-winning one. In fact, he had 2 game-winning catches. I say that because one of them got taken away, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I'd say he's the MVP. 12, 136, 3. Caught the game-winning pass in the Super Bowl last time the Chiefs were 1-1. And sure enough, he does it for us here, too. Travis Kelce had a good game, too. Look at that. Caught everything that was thrown at him. 13 for 138. My goodness. Not too much doing on the ground, though Pacheco lost a fumble before he got hurt. And I mentioned Willie Gay with the game-saving forced fumble that ended it. Otherwise, DeAndre Swift would have gotten MVP, and I'll get to him in a minute. Jared Goff, 31 of 40, 332, and a touchdown, no picks either. I feel bad for DeAndre Swift, 13 for 101. Caught 54 through the air, 155 total, 3 TDs. But man, oh man, that fumble at the end of the game. That sucks. That really sucks. Jamal Williams had 13 for 49 in a TD. Also had 12 in the air. Josh Reynolds DJ Chark leading receiver, 5 for 94. Reynolds was 782. Monra St. Brown, 10 for 70. And then that missed extra point from Michael Badgley at the beginning of the game. I wonder if that also had an impact, too. It sucks. And then the Lions defense had 3 sacks and a fumble. Alas, your champions are Kansas City. I don't like it, but here we are. So there we go, folks. Strat-O-Matic Season 3 is in the books. 37-30, Kansas City beats Detroit. And that is how Season 3 almost ends. I just dawned on me that this year's Super Bowl is a little bit different, so I think I'm going to roll that one out for the heck of it. So New England, Seattle, you get to be our finale, even though that won't really mean anything. But we'll see how they do. The 2022 versions of themselves can work things out, and we'll see if they can play a game that's better or worse than what we'll get in our actual Super Bowl. And by that, I mean probably worse, because New England's 2022 card set is probably not that great. Oh, boy. All right, well, we'll play that out to finish the Strat-O-Matic Season 3, and then we'll see what happens. It may be one of those things where, much like last year, we wait till September for Season 4. Goody. But there you go, folks. Season 3 in the books. Congratulations, Kansas City. You finally won one. And it's all because of we had an historically dominant quarterback on the other side. I mean, come on, man. It is what it is. So, KC, congrats. It took you 62 and a half minutes, but you finally got the lead and won. And sorry, Detroit, but alas, it's more heartbreak for you. So, it is what it is. So, that's going to do it for me. We'll do our Super Bowl run back next week, and then we're done. I'm done with this till September. Yippee. So, and of course, we'll be seeing the Chiefs in that opening game. So, anyways, let me know in the buttons to hit. Feel free to leave your comments about how this went, including this new little scorebug thingy, which I'm still trying to work out, admittedly. And I will see you not only in the next one, but next season. Peace out, y'all. It's like Chiefs voodoo magic. You gotta love it. No matter how hard you try, we just can't escape it. Oh well. Thanks for a great season. Peace out, y'all.